I'm here with Jay Visser from Morbid Saint, the only original member from Morbid Saint, and I thank you for doing this, man.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, you're welcome. So the question is, when did Jim, the guitar player, left the band? Just to give out a year.
Well, he officially left in 1994. That was actually when the band was done. I think he had actually left in 1993. He didn't rejoin Morbid Saint, although he did play one show with us for one show in our hometown. But other than that, he hasn't been part of the shows since we kind of came back.
Okay.
He did record guitar parts when we released the Thrashaholic CDs. But other than that, he hasn't been part of the band as far as playing or shows or writing or anything.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you put a year on it from 2010 to 2011?
When the last time he was with us?
Yeah.
I would say 2012.
Okay.
I would think.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think that's when we did the show.
Alrighty. Alright, we'll put that on the record. And the second question was, would you sign my LP, which you already did?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, in the dark.
Speaking of that, on that pressing that we did, that I actually showed you, and it featured an interview with you with what label was it again?
It was Century Media.
Okay, it was in Central Media, and there was a question there that I would like to get out on a video format. What is the difference between the demo, the Morbid Saint demo of Lock Up Your Children, between Spectrum of Death LP?
It's got a different cover and a different title. Otherwise, it's exactly the same.
Okay.
We decided that when we released the demo, we were only making cassettes, and we called it Lock Up Your Children. And then when we got signed to Avanzada Metallica, we thought that it might be a little more appropriate to title it something else. As an actual release instead of a demo.
Oh, okay. And also the album also features backwards messages, and I read in the interview that they actually asked a similar question, and the one question that they missed was, what was the hidden backward messages that were recorded, and another thing, were they also present in the Spectrum of Death LP?
Yeah, the subliminal messages, so to speak, we didn't really say that they were subliminal messages as much as there was some hidden things on there. There's a couple things that we did, and really we put them on there subtly backwards. Like in the song Scars, when Pat Lane screams Scars, we actually flipped the tape around and played it backwards and had him scream it backwards, and that's why it kind of has a weird kind of scream effect to it. But it's actually him screaming it backwards, so Scars backwards is what he was screaming, and then we flipped it around, so it was him saying it backwards but forwards. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, well, we did a lot of stuff like that with different types of little production things and vocal effects and things like that. And that was mostly Eric Reif, that was our producer at the time, that was coming up with stuff like that.
And what were the messages? One of them was Scars, and what was the other one? Or do we have to hunt those down?
There's several things on there that not necessarily maybe stand out because of the quality of the production, because it is pretty raw. But there was a lot of extra production work being done, I'll just say that.
Okay, alrighty. Good luck hunting, I would say.
Right.
Alrighty. How was the band's time with Death? Like how was working with Death with Chuck Schuldiner back in the 80s?
A misconception on the internet is something that we had toured with them, where we never really toured with them. we played 3 or 4 shows with them when they played in our area, but we never actually were on tour with them. Our interaction with Chuck was pretty good. I mean, he's a normal guy. You know, he wasn't not like some, you know, big icon, you know, like everybody, you know, has him now. I mean, he was just a normal guy. You know, we actually ended up with some of his pedals, guitar pedals, because we were staging the amps, the backline at the Metal Fest 3, Milwaukee Metal Fest 3, and Death was a headliner, so they were using our amps. So when we set him up, he forgot one of his guitar pedals, so we grabbed it and we sent it to him, and, you know, here we got Chuck calling us and talking to us, and, you know, talking about our demo and stuff, because he had got one from Eric Reif, and yeah, it was just like anybody else you'd sit and talk to, you know.
Okay. Would you say that Death was probably like would you say that Death and Morbid Saint had a relationship back in those days, out of those 4 shows?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say more so the connection between us was because of Eric Reif when he started managing them. I know that when he was already working with us, and then he started managing them, but then that was pretty much, they were just becoming what they were. So his focus was more on them than a lot of other stuff, and I totally that's totally justified in my book.
Okay.
But I think that's the association that we have more so with Death than actually playing with them or anything else.
Okay. Alrighty then. So my next question that I have on my paper here: does Morbid Saint have a message to their fans? Like, is there anything that they would like to say to their fans, and anything that they would like to add off of your own words?
I think the only thing we want to say is thank you. Thank you for enjoying what we do and supporting us, and you know, allowing us to be able to do the things we're doing right now, and hopefully we can repay that appreciation with a new CD coming out, and hopefully people will enjoy that as well. So,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We'll be playing a lot of the new songs tonight, so.
Awesome.
Or actually tomorrow night, but I forget what day it is.
Just for the record, it's Friday right now, guys. And they're playing on Saturday tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow.
Yeah. And my 7th question on my paper is, what is the future for what is the future for Morbid Saint? What does the future hold for the band?
We've been in the studio. We went in, finished recording last September. We do have some things to fix up yet. We have some guitar solos and some mixing to do yet. But yeah, we got another CD loaded, ready to come out, and hopefully we can continue doing what we're doing now. You know, be able to come out, play some of these shows, hang out with people, and you know, just make it what it is. You know, it's it doesn't go unappreciated. You know, we do enjoy every moment of it. So.
Absolutely. And for my last question here, is there anything that you would like to add into this before we end this?
As far as add into, or to kind of follow up on the interview type of thing, or just to let people know that we do appreciate, we don't take it for granted what we're doing. You know, the fact that we were absent for a lot of years makes this a little more appreciative. You know, I mean, we don't forget why we're here. You know, like now we're sitting here doing a little camping and stuff. You know, but it's not why we're here. We're here to play a show. So, you know, and we appreciate every opportunity we get. Hopefully, I will be able to continue to do that. So.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by.
Will do.